Hello everyone and welcome to Mr. 305 Gaming purchase review aircraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I'm Chris and I'm going to show you around this aircraft today, give you a little bit of insight what to do with it and is it worth buying, what are the graphical culture like on it, and you know, take it for a little spin, do a little circuit and we'll take it from there. So this is the Trinidad TB-21GT. It's a French-built aircraft, built by Socata Aerospace in France, and this is the 250 horsepower turbocharged edition of the Trinidad line. Some good points about this aircraft: it has a cruise speed of 200 miles an hour, 180 plus knots, and some have oxygen systems fitted, and they can reach an altitude of about 25,000 feet. So let's go ahead and have a little look at this aircraft. First of all, what you're looking at here is the Canada livery with this aircraft. It is in park mode. As you can see, we do have the luggage compartment open, the doors open. The pilots don't disappear, unfortunately, so that's one thing maybe an update will get rid of. We'll come out of spectator mode and have a little look around. So as an initial look at this aircraft, I was a bit sceptical of buying it, but I do like to sometimes get in touch with companies, and they do tend to send stuff out for a review, and unfortunately this lot didn't. But anyway, so when you buy this, it's £20.99 on Microsoft Marketplace. With this you do get 22 different paint schemes, different liveries. There is liveries available on flightsim.to as well for the Trinidad aircraft. We've got 3 different interiors you get with the price on Marketplace. You get to grey, tan, neon and Euro blue, so it's actually 4 interiors. Let's have a look what else we get here. Disappearing yoke controls, standard features for this, high-res textures in the PBR format, high-end avionics including the GNS530 and the GNS430 GPS systems. Sound pack is also an Asobo creation with some incredible sound effects that only Microsoft features, which include bumping sounds, performance, maneuver groans from the airframe and other cool effects. And it has fold-up armrests. Wow. Right. So let's have a little look on the outside of this aircraft, like we always do in our reviews. Have a little look round. The details of it from a static point of view are nice. The reflections are good. We are filming in 4K on ultra settings here. We are at, if you didn't notice before in the video, we're at Carlisle International Airport in the UK, which is the Lake District Airport. Carlisle Lake District Airport in Cumbria. Nice little airport for a bit of learner flying. We can do some circuits around here as well. Today's weather: broken clouds, about 8 knots or so, surface wind. So yeah, let's have a look at the bodywork on it. It's really good. I would say, you know, for a first aircraft these lot are brought out, it's not bad. Little things that could be worked on, like the 2D pictures inside the engine bay there, you could have just had that as see-through. One thing I have noticed as well is the lighting, which is a big thing on my reviews. If anybody notices, I'm very particular with the lighting on aircraft. The lights do work, apart from the landing lights don't have the lens effect yet. That is apparently, according to an email that's been sent between us and the developers, it is a future thing that is coming. It was something to do with the World Update 5, just messed the coding up, apparently. So that's, yeah, it's looking nice. And I'll be honest with you, I've only flown it a couple of times and it's quite a nice aircraft to fly. It's a bit like the Piper Archie, but it's a little more modern and a little bit faster, I would say. But yeah, she's looking good. Nice little touch with the old luggage compartment there, which is always a good sign. And you remove before flight stickers there as well. So let's go ahead, let's have a look in the cockpit and see what we're dealing with in here. So let's have a little look around. I've got this must be the navy Euro blue interior with this model. and it looks pretty nice, I must admit. It's put a bit of work into this. With the doors open there, you've got the old steam dials in front of you, and you've got an avionics package as well in the centre. Now the only thing I did notice when you're flying this is the visibility is quite poor. You don't get a lot of window space to actually look out the windows. But you'll see when the door's shut there. If I just shut this door, you'll see. So you don't get a lot of, you get a lot of blind spots in the cockpit. You can't see a great deal around you. But that's like any aircraft, really. It's the only things you're going to be able to see out of are, oh look, the aircraft's doing a wheelie over there. Excellent. Must be windy. So standard features, you've got your navigation system here, you've got your transponder, and you do have an autopilot system in this aircraft. Which actually, what does that do? What have I pressed there? Right, come on, how do I get rid of you? Go away. There we go. So you do have an autopilot system built into this aircraft as well. And all your switches, a lot of switches do work, a lot of them don't, the breakers don't work. But again, you know, for an intermediate study aircraft, it's not bad. So what we'll do is we'll turn the batteries on. If I can work out how to do that. We'll shut the red pull switch there, closes the luggage door. And I believe that's probably a primer of sort. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and turn the main switch on. Turn the battery power on, we'll turn the avionics on. Get them fired up. You can hear this there, the starter motor, the starter battery is kicking in there. Which is good. I'm not too sure how you get rid of the Maru before flight. I'm guessing when you close the doors. Like the old Garmin there, which is quite highly detailed actually, to be perfectly honest. So what we'll do, let's go ahead and take it for a spin. I think it's the next interesting thing you guys want to see. So what we'll do, we'll close the doors. If I can. Oh. And they are the pneumatic doors on this aircraft as well. Open upward, which is quite a good touch. The only thing I would say there's no sounds, so you get no sounds with it, which is a bit, when they boast about the sounds online, you kind of think, come on, a little bit of door sound wouldn't go amiss, you know. So we've still got the do not remove before flight signs on there. I'm not sure how you get rid of those, to be honest. Turn the aircon on, so we've got nav light on. Turn that one on, we'll turn the taxi light on. Right, so I think we're ready to fire over now. I'm guessing that is a choke, so we're going to pull that on. And let's set that to no more. Let's set the transponder, we shall turn that on. There we go. Right, so you've got your lights for the cockpit, instrument lights there, and cockpit light there as well, which is all pretty cool. Right, so let's turn the fuel on. Fuel selector set to port tank. We've got the fuel pump is set to on. We'll give a look out. We're clear left, clear right. Yeah, we're clear. Let's go ahead and fire her up. Set the mixture screw. It's always a good idea to set the mixture screw before you crank the engine over. Must be the nerves.
Carlisle ground, G-Fish 7715, requesting pushback.
Carlisle ground, G-Fish 7715, no pushback tug is available to answer your request.
Thanks for that. Let's have a little look outside while the engine's
7715 with Alpha request taxi to the active departing straight out.
How we get rid of these?
G-Fish 7715 taxi to and hold short of runway 24 via taxiway Bravo cross runway 19er Charlie cross runway 24 Alpha. Contact tower on 123.605 when ready.
to and hold short runway 24 via taxiway Bravo cross runway 19er Charlie cross runway 24 Alpha G-Fish 7715.
Power down. Just to prop up, and we should be idling nicely there. I don't know why we can't get rid of those. Ah, there we go. So there's a button. Look at that. So that button there turns on the static elements. Who would have known that? So here we are. As you can see, look, the taxi lights are on, and we don't have any lens flare there at all from them lights. We do have lights on there. Work pretty good. Yeah, not bad. I see what lights doing. Not bad. Not perfect, but not bad. Right. How are the flaps looking on this thing? Good sound. Good sound. Interior sound. Very good. Right, let's take it for a spin. Let's go and do a little circuit round Carlisle and see what she's made of. Brakes off, clear left, clear right.
G-Fish 7715, hold position, caution, other traffic.
Do you know what? I forgot how the pedals connected there. My bad.
Roger G-Fish 7715.
Let's take a little run up the runway. Not very responsive on the old pedals, I must admit. It's not the best when it comes to pedals there. I'm giving it some left and some right there, and it's just not. Yeah, not the most responsive I've had with the pedals on the old aircraft. It really isn't responsive at all. Right. There, we'll just do a little check for traffic. Okay. Strobes on. Landing light on. So we're having a look at the sound. My God, it doesn't half take some turning. I'm not going to take off this runway, this is not the active today. Has got independent braking, which is quite cool. The sounds, as you can hear, are not bad. Yeah, they're not great, but they're not bad. Though each individual brake works as it should, which is good. Left and right pedal there.
Carlisle Tower G-Fish 7715 at runway 24 ready for departure, departing straight out.
What we'll do, we'll just take off half short here.
Altimeter 29.9 wind 273 at 20. Straight out, departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 24.
Cleared for takeoff runway 24 G-Fish 7715.
Get some pitots on. Fuel pump's off now. Let's do that. I'll do our flaps a notch. Well, let's go for it. Let's go and do a circuit of Carlisle. Listen to those engines. 250 horsepower. Line up with the centre line there. It does pick up speed really quickly. It's really good at very short takeoff capabilities as well. Good windy there actually. Put a brake, gear up. A little bit of wind here at Carlisle today. We'll go to about 1,000 feet. We'll start making a left turn. Positive flight, altitude. Flaps retract. Throttle now. I'm going to do a bang left. Go towards Carlisle Airport again. Flies surprisingly well actually, and the interior is actually really nicely modelled. Not gonna lie, it's quite nice to fly. It's a bit like a Moody Bravo. It's all I can compare it to, but obviously the instruments, there's not a lot of lookout space ahead of you, but the instruments are actually in a really nice place. Right, the responsiveness of the probably quite realistic. Fly-by-wire controls there. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty impressed. Let's just climb up to about 1,500 feet. Get a good aerial view of where we're coming into land, because we are flying VFR today. Guys, I'm looking outside there. It does look quite nice, I must admit. Again, that landing light's bothering me a little bit, but never mind. And the air intake there. But the sounds are quite well made. Right, that little touch, and we're going to do a left-hand bank back down to the runway. Keeping about 50 feet there. So one thing I always remember about Carlisle is the runway is parallel with the Eddie Stobart hangar. Quite a handy feature when you lose a bit of visibility here. Cruise speed they reckon is about 180 knots, so we're only at about 130 at the minute. We're in no rush. Those of you wondering, I am flying, my system is an i7 10th gen 2070 Supercard, 32GB of RAM. Running off a 65-inch television, which it runs not bad, to be perfectly honest, in 4K. A little bit heavy in London, but hey ho, can't be perfect, Fred. I'm just going to bring the speed down now. We're just dropping RG line up the runway. So what I'm going to do now is drop a notch of flaps and drop the gear down. still about... It's a little bit of wind today actually. No, not flaps, full flaps. A little bit twitchy on the old flappage there. Bring it down to about 80 knots or so. She's a little bit nose heavy. Coming in at slow speed, whether that's just the wind. A bit of a blip of throttle there. Yeah, below and left is a slight touch here. It's a bit windy actually today. Hoping to bring her in for a nice smooth landing here. Trying to keep that centre line as we're bringing her in. Hands and feet on the pedals now. Don't think it gets much smoother than that, does it? Apply the brakes, hit the brakes hard, and release. I'm using the Logitech pedals today, so the sounds are actually really good. You get a bit of runway movement there as well in the aircraft, which adds to the experience. The rudder steering's a little bit off with the nose steering there, but you know, you can't be. We can't win at everything, can we? Should be able to. Brakes on now, slow it down. And what I'll do, I'll just shut the engine off. Just to show that we're going to shut it down. And there we go, guys. Very quick review, a little circuit in the Trinidad, and hopefully that you'll have a look at this and decide whether you're going to buy it or not. Would I recommend it to people to buy off Marketplace? Yeah, I would. It's nice. It's a nice little generation aircraft. I quite enjoy it. I think it's worth every penny. I think they've got more work to do on it, and I think they will. But yeah, I think it's worth every single penny. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching, Mr. 305. Please tune in again. We'll do some more reviews next time. Take care. Bye bye for now.